Hey people, Aze's Army here, back with the next part of my Bloodborne replay on the PS5. So in the last episode, we took down Vicar Amelia and basically opened the path to continue the main story of Bloodborne. But now we've got some side activities. The first one of those is in Cathedral Ward. So you can see we've got both the old lady and the prostitute here now. But the reason we've come here is not for them, it's because the Odeon tomb lamp is offline, which means that the crow or the Crystblade hunter, they're currently going to be engaged in battle. I think I can never remember the crow lady's name, but I think the hunter that they fight is called Henrik, and their armor is pretty good. Here we go. We can hear him scrapping. And you got to be quick here because obviously the NPC that we want to keep alive can die. Also, gotta be careful here because you can accidentally kill the NPC as well. Whoa! Oh, just be careful because this NPC is pretty strong. The two of you get on them. Basically just helping out so the crow lady doesn't die, because if you don't come here to help, then she will die. And you don't get to progress her story.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Okay, nice. Approval.
Try to leave the...
Okay, so now we're back at the Grand Cathedral, and the first thing we're going to do is take a left here. So there's a couple of more hunters to deal with down the side here. Now we've also progressed the crow story, as I said. That armor of the hunter we defeated is available. I think you need to buy it from the inside store though. But it's really good for when you get to take on Beast Pearl, because I think it has like really high lightning resistance if I remember right. Right, here's the first one. You can actually sneak around these guys and at least get a backstab on one of them. We've got to be very careful as well because like we don't want to aggro both of them at the same time. God, that can hit really long range. But also one of the bagmen is round the corner up there. Come on, come over here. You do not want to be dealing with him. Come on, just come a bit closer. There we go. No! God's sake. Okay, yeah, we got both of them on us now. No! Ow. Right, let's back up over here a second. Stop with the annoying shotgun. Right, we can use this for a bit of cover here. And also just make sure that we do not aggro that guy that I was talking about. How was that not a parry then? God. How have you got so much friggin' stamina? I was trying to be a bit reckless there and get a finish on at least one of them, but nearly backfired. But yeah. Load of bolt paper, I'll take that. Like the range on that gun is just beyond. And then that, when they switch back between the trick weapon forms, it's just like a bloody blunderbuss in your face. Ah, down. God for that. Right, so there should be one of those creature things about here, if it hasn't run off already. It may have run off already, because I think it's normally like around here. Oh, no. There it is. It's still alive. Bloodstones. Okay, we're gonna go the other way around where the bagman is. Because basically, you come out in front of a cliff face, and if you haven't gone up this way, then basically there'll be a load of gunners on there who just want to ruin your day. The main thing to worry about with these guys is the jump attack, but that kick could have been dangerous there as well, to be honest. There is also a load more of those creatures here, but I don't think it's worth killing them all. I think they mainly just give you normal bloodstones, blood shards. I think if you want to get all of them, you have to reset the game, or at least be like super on point, because there's multiple of them by here. This guy is also a nightmare to deal with. So I kind of got a cheeky backstab then. Nice. Yeah, they haven't got that much health. They just their attacks are pretty beefy and strong. Right, so you can see the two of them there. So we want to get this guy's attention, basically, without those two noticing. Okay, try to avoid fighting enemies on the slope if you're going to go for a parry, because it just tends not to work. Come on. Oh, we got it. I will take those, thank you very much. No! Oh my god, stop missing. Okay, twin blood shards. Let's see if we can get the other one to respawn, because I will take twin blood shards for sure. So this, just to explain quickly as well while we're here, this is the next step again in the story after we've done the bit that we're about to do. But if you stand in that center there's also an amygdala in this room hiding. And you need a specific item so that he won't kind of kill you, and he'll actually take you to another one of the nightmare realms. Alright, let's quickly quit and reload. I say quickly quit and reload. How is this guy back alive? We're all back alive. Oh god. Right, let's run. Okay, well that doesn't normally happen. Anyway, what was I going to get onto then? Yeah, so one of the major bugbears I think of people with the game, even now on PS5, is still the loading screens. I remember when it was like absolutely dire when the game launched, and they did a lot to cut the times down, but it's just still so long. And now it's on next gen as well. It's just crazy that it still runs that slow. Right, so I've just quickly run to the other side of the cathedral now, and taken the path down towards Hemwick. So we just need to make it through this annoying bit of a forest here. I think we've still got quite a bit of a trek. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we make it to the witch in this episode. We should be okay. I'm just trying to think now because, I mean, this foresty bit is pretty short, to be fair. But then there's like the whole thing of, I think there's a gate down when we get over to Hemwick. It takes a little bit of a while to get around that. But I'm hoping it should be fine. The only thing is, obviously, because we're going here now rather than later, then we don't have our Canehurst invite, so we can't get that area activated at the moment. We'll have to come back. I think once we go into the forest area, which is the main, sorry, the next main part of the game, then you get the invite there. I hate all the bloody gunners in this forest. God. I think, is this like the only time that you run into those dogs in the actual main game? Like, I know you run into them a lot in the dungeons, and they normally accompany that that one witch boss that you fight, because she goes from a boss to just a normal enemy. And then she also has two dogs with her. So not only are you fighting a full-on boss, just walking around in the dungeon, they've also got two annoying backups with them. Okay. Yeah, they really go to town on using these guys in this forest. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so the only, like, this area is completely optional. Like, the only real, well, I say it's the only reason. The reason that you do go here is to get access to the rune table, which is, you know, a very significant benefit to your character when you have those runes on. And also, like I said, Canehurst, but they are technically all optional. Some eyeballs. There's one nasty looking weapon. No? There is someone we can talk to. I don't think it's this forest, I think it's the main, like the Forbidden Forest. Basically, if you speak to them, that is where you get that item I was on about, to be picked up by the amygdala. How did we not see you just now? Right, so yeah, this is it. So we need to come up here. There's a big path then round to the right. And then we can access Hemwick. I have been putting most of my levels into health now. I got my endurance to 20 and then everything else has been going into health, but it still feels like I could do with more. Although I think just like leveling up in general will make you feel less like you need the health, because every level gives you like a chunk of defense, just like an overall buff to your defense. So obviously it's nice when you get both health and defense, but obviously at some point I'm gonna have to start leveling other stats too. But I mean, just for the gems and the way the sword is leveled up now, like you don't really need to level up those stats that much. And obviously that's completely evident by things like speed runs, the soul level 1 runs, or blood level 4 in this game. It is mainly the weapon that get your damage up rather than the levels. All the levels really do is just give you scaling, which obviously is very nice. But in the grand scheme of things, with just completing the actual game, it's not like 100% necessary. Wow. I was trying to think to myself, I know there's another item around here, and there it is, and it's not like... That's quite a substantial pickup as well, like 8 bone marrow ashes. Right, gotta watch out here because we're on a slope. I might find it difficult to get the parry. These beefy boys are very annoying to deal with, but if you get a parry, they go down so easy. And I think it's guaranteed blood vials every time. Oh! I definitely feel like there's more of those dogs in this area than I remember. And I know, so we need to just go back on ourselves quickly here. Grab this, and then here we go. Madman's Knowledge, I was going to say that's not entirely worth it. The gem is probably more worth it, but just doing that one level of the Chalice Dungeon, anything that we pick up in the game now for quite a while, is probably going to be quite a bit lower level, to be fair. And the thing with the chalices is, well, the first ones at least, like the first couple aren't really that challenging. In terms of difficulty, it's more like time consuming, I would say, more than anything else, because you have like the main areas, then you have all the bonus areas. Is there a big guy around here? There is a big guy. If you really wanted to, you could just jump off here. But we need to get to the gate, as close to the gate as possible. I'd rather get the gate open and die. Don't have to do any of this again. Yeah, the other thing we're going to have to keep an eye out for now we've done the second part of that Hunter's quest with the graveyard fight, so we're going to need to keep an eye out for her when she shows up at Cathedral Ward. So she'll show out just on the, I think it's the side where the sack man is. That's where she'll show up. Oh, Jesus. And then once we've spoken to her there, we then need to keep an eye out on the Grand Cathedral lamp. So what will happen is that one will become inactive at a certain point. And once that becomes inactive, that means that there's another hunter we have to deal with. And I think at least pre-DLC, it's probably the hardest hunter in the game to deal with. Saved by the bell there. Right, so this is the statue basically where once we have the Canehurst summons, you can get magically. Oh my god! Magically transported to Canehurst. I really wish dogs were banned from Souls games. They're so annoying to deal with. All situations. Grab this. Lake. Whew. There we go. Right, we're nearly there now. Let's grab this. Got one more big guy by there to deal with. Random item I've missed by here. Good thing is, once I've done this boss, I can get a good few levels in. He kept swinging. There may actually be another one of those guys that, there's a little path to the side, isn't there? There we go. Guarding this little treasure chest. Get beauty. Right, is there? There's not a lamp here, is there, until after the boss? I'm sure I saw a video on this place. So basically, this building, there's a whole upper section which is just completely empty apart from that little creature, and the only way to get that to appear is by rolling into the barrels. So yeah, really random Souls facts, but yeah. Do sometimes like to watch those out of bounds videos. They are quite interesting. Right, we need to find the witch. There she is. Right, we got one halfway down. Is this the same one? It is. Damn it, shouldn't have charged the attack for so long. Come on, witchy witchy. Right, this is the second one now. So, you don't want to go like too overkill on one. even though you might want to. I say that as I just do the same thing. So the reason being, if you kill like the one too quickly, god damn it, then it'll just like start healing the other one. Yeah, like here she goes. Right, now we need to find this one before she revives the other one. Come on. There we go. Whew. Okay. And our reward, as well as a heck of a lot of echoes, is access to the rune workshop. Nice. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's going to about wrap it up for this one. So what we'll do in the next episode, we'll continue down the main path of the game back from the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, like the video, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.